And this is the commandment we've been waiting for. Number 10, ensure the viability of your escape route from 3 perspectives: inside, outside, top side. Let's take inside first. Don't ever let the fire get between you and your exit point. You pull ceilings. You keep the fire in front of you. Look at the left picture. They are entering a single-family dwelling. They've pulled the ceiling. Where is the fire? Well, the fire might be in the back bedroom where it started, but where's the fire now when that picture was taken? It's right overhead. They had better take the line. And if you look very, very closely, to the right of that picture, you'll see the nozzle sticking up. And if you look at the firefighter on the far left, he has the pike pole. And I think in a lot of cases today, those are your 2 main entry tools: a hook or pike pole and a hose line. Pull a ceiling. Where's the fire in relation to you? And where's the fire in relation to your exit point? So in this left picture, if the fire was in the back of the building, which is why they went there, but now the fire's in the attic, to me, they'd better take care of the fire in the attic before they go into the structure. Agreed? Because if they don't, if they get 40 feet inside the building, the fire is now between them and their exit point. If the ceiling collapses, they've got a major problem. Secondly, top side. What's the minimum number of ladders we're supposed to put up to a structure? 2. We normally put up 1. Remember that picture I showed you in the first part of the program when I said what's costing us problems, and we said fireground operations, and I had a picture of a roof and there was about 10 firefighters all standing. Remember that picture? I forgot to point it out. How many ladders do you think were up to that building? If you look very closely, you saw it off the side. There was 1 ladder for 10 people. Swell. Now look at the left picture. Here we got a commercial. It looks like there's probably 5, 6, 7 people up there, and they got 3 ladders, and all 3 ladders are right next to each other. And I have people tell me, John, yeah, I can see 3 ladders, but why'd you put all 3 ladders? You should have ladders in all 4 corners of the building. Really? Where are the firefighters working at? On that end of the building. Why not put the ladders right there? It's easy up, easy down. If I had a ladder here, well, that's fine. If I had a ladder over here, that's fine. But if something happens this ladder, then I got to go all the way over here to use that ladder. To me, in some cases, multiple ladders right next to each other with multiple people on the roof is a better deal than having all 4 corners, which we're taught. You know, got a ladder all 4 corners of the building. And by the way, if you're on the roof of the building, let's take the upper right-hand picture. If you are a proponent of 1 ladder to a building, you'd better have maximum seniority. Because if you're on the roof and there's 1 ladder and all of a sudden you need to get off and you are the junior member, who's going to be last? And it's not going to be the company officer and the senior firefighter, right? Lastly, outside. We force entry through the front door. Yeah, no problem there. And somehow, in a lot of cases, that's all that we do. And what I'm saying, and what I've been saying in this class is if necessary, take the time to go around the structure. And if it's necessary to make additional openings to allow you to get out easier, so be it. My last story, I was a captain on the truck. And we get there. I mean, LA's like New York and Chicago and Houston, got a bazillion people, you know, not a problem. So we get there, so I've got some people inside doing a search, and I got some people on the top cutting holes, and I've got some people on utilities and doing all this stuff. So I grab a firefighter who's not doing nothing, and I wasn't doing nothing. I said, let's take a hot lap around, see if we can find something to do. No equipment other than the axes that we had. Which you can see, this firefighter right here is wearing an axe. Sweet. So basically, this firefighter's got 2 tools. He's got a rotary saw, and he's got a pickhead axe. Anyway, so we come down the building, and this is a fire I will never forget. House was probably 1,300 square feet. Bars on the windows. That should have been my first clue. This was not normal. We come down the side of the house, and besides that, how can you go wrong on a 1,200 square foot house? You know, big deal. So we come down, and about the time we get to the back of the house, starting to make the corner, and I don't know what happened. It was either a partial flashover, building collapse. Something happened. And I remember the 2 firefighters in the back of the house, because the fire was in the kitchen service porch, went for the back door. They knew where the back door was. They forced the front door, and they're looking at bars over the door. Right about the time that we rounded the corner. And to this day, I can still see 2 firefighters on the inside hanging on the bars yelling, get us out, get us out, get us out. And we got them out. But I thought, never, ever again will I allow firefighters to go into a structure and have 1 way in and the same way back out. Because you go inside of a structure and you're in there 40, 50, 60 feet. You know, it's like when you're on the roof of a building. You know, the old firefighters, you know, here's a building. They ladder the building and they walk out on the roof, you know. And okay, the wind's blowing that way. Oh, I'll cut a hole right here. And it's about 40 feet back the ladder, and all of a sudden the roof starts to get spongy and starts to sink, maybe starts to collapse. You fast enough to go 40 feet back the ladder? Nope. Probably going to go down with the roof. Same way inside of a structure. You're inside of a structure, there's only one way out, and all of a sudden you need to get out. NOW in capital letters is 40 feet back. You know 40 feet is less than one section of hose. You're probably not that, maybe not that fast. The point is, don't put yourself into that predicament. Don't put yourself into that predicament. And lastly, that's the end of the program on the discussion part. So I want to thank the audience that I have in here today. We have Tulsa Fire Department. We have some other fire departments for you guys showing up to class today. And also for the people that watch this DVD down the road. That I said some things on purpose that I wanted to be challenging, that I wanted you to think about it. You may not agree, that's fine, but if I got you to think about it, then I think I did my job. But hopefully I presented some material, and particularly slated towards truck company operations, that might make your truck operations down the road a little bit faster, maybe a little bit more efficient. But the bottom line is a little bit more what? Safe. Exactly right. Thank you very much.